Okay, so it's recording now. Um, so this video is going to be a lot different from the other videos. Because, for one, I'm not actually playing the game. Or I guess I am, but it's just background footage. Because what we're talking about is going to be completely separate. So, if you are one of, like, the 17 people who saw the Abyssal content video, you will remember Slendytubby's Final Frontier, my game, and that's what this video is about. It's all about Final Frontier. It's just gonna be talking about what exactly Final Frontier is, and you know, yeah, you know what this video is. You've seen thousands like it. But mine's cool and awesome, and not like any of those, because I'm cool and awesome. Anyway, so Final Frontier is a Slendytubbies based ASM. Think, actually, since we don't know much about the gameplay, I'm not gonna say it, because originally I was gonna say think, custard anomalies, but that's not at all, like, depending on what custard anomalies plays like, that's not at all what this is gonna be. This is closer to the disaster. That's what I want to pull from. That's where I want to get my ideas from. So imagine disaster, but Slendytubbies, and that's what this game is. It takes a lot of design features from Outcome, and it takes a lot of the gameplay loop from Disaster. Basically, it'll be my take on the disaster. And I can get into a bit of what's planned for the game. So, we've got 3 killers planned for 01. One of them might not come to the game, but that's depending on if I can actually get in contact with the guy. So, the killers planned are, obviously Tinky Winky, evil, scary. Like that guy. It's that guy. Yeah, it's that guy. But then there's Poe from the end of Slendytubbies 3, specifically that Poe. Which the reason I have to specify is because other killers down the line are like way different. Like, there's going to be a couple OC killer kind of things, like original takes on characters. But we're not going to be talking about any of that right now, because that's not important. And then our final killer is Tinky Winky again, but this one is specifically the one from Slendytubbies 0. Again, I'm trying to get permission to use this version of Tinky. So, yeah, he might not make it into the game. But that's why Poe is coming in 01, just in case we can't get Tinky. And then we have our Survivor cast, which is a bit different from, the other Slendytubbies games. Like Disaster, this takes, like, the named characters from the series. So, for 01, it's going to include the main 4. Tinky, Poe, Lala, and Dipsy. It's going to include those 4. And, Guardian. He's going to be there, too. It's going to be, he's going to be there. And his design is a bit more inspired by the design of Guardian from, Slendytubbies A Different Fate. It's not the same one, it's just the design is inspired by it, because, I like that design. I like the red, that's not a bandana. Handkerchief? Yeah, whatever. That's that's our Survivor cast for 01, as well as maybe one more character, but that is not set in stone. And also, a little secret. this character is actually not related to Slendytubbies. The reason why this character is getting added is because they were designed as a conceptual character for, like, private servers, but it was way too complex for me to reasonably want them in private server, because the thing is, the character was, you know, super complex, so I didn't want to leave them in private servers and then have the kind of situation that Outcome Memories had, where they have all these cool private server characters who never get any of their moves used in other character kits. But that's why this character will be added. And then we have our maps. The maps are very simple. It's what you'd expect from a Slendytubbies game. We've got mainland, satellite station, outskirts, and lake. These 4 maps are planned simply because they're, you know, the big ones. The only other one that I could see getting added in 01 would be the caves, simply because, you know, that's another big one. It would continue the theme of getting the entire frickin' campaign maps, getting all those in the game. That's the only other map I could see getting added to 01. But again, that one's not confirmed for 01. If it doesn't come into the game for 01, then it'll be added for a, you know, different thing. And you know, there's a couple little things that, you know, you won't get from being in the server. And this info is actually, it'll be the first time a lot of people, even some of the people on my team, have heard about it. And that's some of the stuff we're doing for the milestones. So, we're not including milestones in launch. In fact, milestones are actually planned for way later down the line, once we've got through the full 12 Survivor 12 Killer Cast. That's when they're planned, for that point in the game. So, you know, full push launch, complete game. And then we'll keep building on after that, because, of course, this game's, you know, big thing for me. Very important to me. But, so, the way that the milestones are going to work is you will be able to get to level 50. That's the highest level you can get. You get milestone 1 at level 15, another one at level 30, and then the final one at level 50. And then, this is an idea that we've had, or that I've had planned, but not exactly, not exactly considered how it'll, you know, be, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but the idea was that after getting to level 50, you would then get another leveling track. So, there was this thing planned for getting level 3, or, getting max level with a character, where you would be able to turn on mastery mode. And what mastery mode would do is it would make the character worse. It would make them deliberately harder. But you would gain levels on a separate leveling track. Getting levels on this leveling track would give you inverse milestones. And I haven't exactly conceptualized those inverse milestones yet. But after getting to, you know, level negative 50, which is how the levels would be read for playing mastery mode, it would be considered negative levels. And you would get a special skin for getting level negative 50, just like how you get a special skin for getting level 50. Each character would all have these, and the only way to access mastery mode other than getting level 50 is you have to complete mastery quests, kind of like Dandy's World, but like fucking cool and awesome. It's so the way that it would work is you would get 6 quests upon getting, let's say, level 25, and after getting those quests, you just go through them, complete them all, and they're all specialized for your character. And they're not fucking bad, like the Dandy's World Mastery. I know I'm commenting on the Dandy's World Mastery quests a lot, but I really, really don't like the Dandy's World Mastery quests. I think they can... You know, that's topic for another day. This is about my game. But that's a thing that, you know, you don't get from the server. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Nobody in the server actually get told this. But aside from that, since we've gone through most of the stuff, I might as well, you know, put some of the pages or whatnot on some of these characters up. If I don't want to bother with that, I'm going to cut this out of the video. Oh my god. Oh, right. Now's the time when I advertise my game. So the server, like the Discord, will be down in the description. Join it, please. It would be nice to have more eyes on this project. And, on top of that, please join our team. We are accepting, like, literally anybody as long as you're not problematic medias. Because we don't have anybody on our team. We have, we have, like, one coder who has no idea what he's doing, and me. And then we've got a couple of voice actors and our animator, but my animator's waiting for us to get through a lot of the coding before we start animating. Yeah! But, yeah, so... I'll know how to end this video. Join the server, fag.